It's day 26 of the Outside Freak Challenge. How you doing? If you're new here, I'm Z. We're only on the first cup. Slam some espresso after this. You know it. By golly, the past couple of videos I made, I did in stereo. Or at least, yeah, past two or three maybe. This is done in mono. Let me know how this sounds. How does it sound in mono as compared to in stereo? I'm on the fence about it. Yeah. But let me know how it sounds to you. Also, let me know if it sounds distorted or not. Okay, so day 26. Here we are. We made it to day 26. And it's all thanks to the special juice. You know, I think I talked about clarity of mind last video or so. And I want to give another example of why being well rested, well fed is important for clarity of mind. And clarity of mind is really important so you make good decisions. Being out here in the wilderness is just a constant, or at least should be, if you're going to do it for any length of time, should be a constant decision-making process. And if you're making bad decisions, then this can have really bad consequences. I'm going to give you a funny example because the paint, it turns out the paint is sticking to the plastic. So it's doing okay there. It's just the oil paint on metal. It's not so good. Yeah, so I think that is still, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. But one of the things I use to secure the gear when I'm out hiking or riding the motorcycle is I use these sorts of things. And well, there is a lack of clarity of mind. I saw a tube that looked like the graphite that you usually use in these, because this being outside and being somewhat of a cheaper knockoff, it was getting a little rusted. So usually if you put graphite in these things, they work fine, works great. So I grabbed the little tube of graphite, what I thought was graphite, and put it in there. As I'm putting it in there, I'm realizing that it wasn't graphite. What I was pouring in there was Locktite. Yeah. I tried quickly. I had some bleach right there on hand, so I tried pouring some bleach into here. Seemed to be okay. Over the days, I think the Loctite finally started doing its thing in there. And it became very difficult, if not impossible, to unlock the thing. And I had my propane and everything locked up to it. If I wasn't able to unlock this, it would have made it perhaps impossible for me to refill my propane. I happen to have, since we are here at base camp, I happen to have a pair of pliers, and I was able to force the key to work with this. But yeah, once again, clarity of mind. Um, Anybody want a lock that is really difficult to open and close? Hey, here it is. Boy, oh boy. Wayne left me this chair to use here at base camp, and it is, as you can see, the ugly blue. Now, the thing with this blue I've noticed is anything in backpacking specifically that's critical that you have to have, you're going to get this hideous primary blue or whatever color this blue is. But thanks, Wayne, because it's comfortable. I've got my camp chair out here as well. Again, base camp. Oh, man. Base camp living. Good stuff. I'm feeling even more rested now and capable of making better decisions. Unreal. Man, the pollen isn't quite out yet. Yeah, it was. If you want to see how bad the pollen was, check out yesterday's video. Oh my God. Yeah, insane. But the sun hasn't quite come out yet. The sun and the wind is what creates those pollen storms. And I'm really fortunate. Knock on wood, I'm fortunate that I'm not suffering from it because to some people that pollen is deadly. So, but I do have allergy medications just in case. I've got the Sudafed, I've got the high-end Benadryl, and then I've got the low-end Benadryl. So, no. I have the high-end Sudafed and the low-end Sudafed, and then I have some Benadryl. There we go. What are we doing today? Well, we're going to make some espresso. See, that's the thing. When you have clarity of mind, you just focus on what needs to be done incrementally, one thing at a time. You don't start branching out into all the things that need to be done. Nah. So espresso's coming up next. And yeah, that's all I got for you. You know, I think of all these things, and then when the camera goes on, most of them fly out the door, out the window. That's okay. I'll save it for tomorrow's video. Day 26. Outside Freak Challenge. Here we are, man. Tomorrow, there's a possibility that Wayne might come out here and join me. So, fingers crossed. Wayne's always great company, and it might even be a good opportunity to resupply. We're starting to get a little low on the foodage and stuff. Yeah, mostly food. Fresh food is the first thing you run out of. And so, yeah, we're pretty much out of fresh food at this point. We're going all bags and cans. So I will see you tomorrow with a fresh, new, exciting story. And hey, thanks for joining me. If you haven't done so already, help a fella out, subscribe, like and comment and all that stuff. So, we can roll in the big cash and go out and do the big adventures. Yeah. Let's see, anything else? No, that's it. How long have you stayed out in the wilderness? And where was it? What were the conditions? I really want to know this sort of thing. I'm not getting any answers here. Does no one stay out for extended amounts of time in the wilderness? How long do you think I can stay out here in the wilderness before I have to run back to sticks and bricks. All right, I'll see you next video. Oh, hey, check out my Patreon. If you want exclusive access to my how-to videos and archived videos, go check me out at patreon.com/outsidefreak. I'll see you there.